Trying to res.
All right, we ready?
Yep.
Is that how you res?
That's what Sage looks like. She just like waves her fingers
Like,
around.
she
Her
did-
little,
I'm gonna heal you.
her little ice ball.
No, when she reses, she does like. I'm only gonna be saying praises, by the way.
I've
No
got like
negatives.
2 bridges here.
I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna say only good things. You guys got the negative.
Yeah, I got the negative side.
Hey guys, 100 Thieves Valorant roster here with another tier list. Today we're going to be doing team tier list.
Let's start with the obvious one.
100 Thieves.
Let's put them in D.
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 Next. And box.
And box can't even qualify for a closed qualifier.
On a good day, I think they're like a B.
Literally anywhere between an S or a D. They
Yeah,
just, it depends on the day.
Oh, we'll give them a B, just in the middle.
If they were to play today, S. If they were to play tomorrow, B.
BBG.
BBG.
They're pretty bad.
They did well last
let's be real.
qualifier.
D or C, whichever one you want, guys.
They're not as bad as 100 either.
Cloud9's pretty bad, especially Leaf and Zephyr. Those guys are horrible. Put them in D too.
Every team.
Every team's on D.
I'm just blown away by the fact that they get paid.
Wow. Phase?
Yeah.
I'd put them in D too. But
Yeah.
No.
Maybe they got a C. Maybe they got a C though. Like they're definitely not as bad as Cloud9. I wouldn't go as high as a B's
feel
right
like-
now. They did have that one-hit wonder, so we do know that they do have potential.
Yeah, I'm saying they're like Ambox, what we said earlier. They're
Yeah.
either an S or a D depending on the day. So
Yeah.
I'd say B.
I'd say,
Okay, sure.
I agree with B.
Sure.
G.
Gen okay.
I think normally they would be A. I don't think they go as low as D, but I don't think they go as high as S. You know, in terms of consistency and stuff, like they're not like they're never really like horrible, but they're not really like we're coming in, we're winning this.
I think they're B.
I think they're B or A.
I put them at A probably.
Okay.
I value them pretty highly.
All right, let's keep
Ghost.
sorry.
Ghost.
Who's on that team?
Nismo and Koala, they're pretty good. And then they have Ryan.
There's no way
B or
Ghost
C?
can be better than Cloud9 and BBG. I mean, let's be real. Like,
All right, C.
I think they're C because I think Nismo and Koala are insane. Mortals.
Immortal roster moves. They go well. It depends on what roster or what off season they're playing in. Because like
I mean, it might be a different roster next
it
week.
might be a different. Yeah, next week they might have a different
Depends on
roster.
what
This
brand of
current
gum
roster though,
Chemical
D.
has
I
that day.
think.
If they have 5 gum in the server, then probably S.
I'm out. Current iteration of roster, pretty bad though. They brought chemicals back.
Yeah.
Rossi's
True.
out.
Yeah, Rossi's out.
Rossi's out. Chemicals is back.
And then
On
one
paper,
plus
that team's kind of scary.
C.
I think C.
Okay.
They got a nice roster.
LG.
They're probably like A.
B.
A
I
or
think
B.
they're too
They're
inconsistent.
doing. Dre is popping up. He keeps playing like that. He could probably carry this team to an A, but right now B.
B.5.
B plus.
B.
Energy.
They
I
have
feel like
been-
they have the
they've been
players
bad.
to be good, but I don't know what's going on.
They have S tier players,
Yeah.
but they play like D's.
Yeah. I'll put D.
They don't have an
These guys
inhibitor.
troll.
I think-
man.
C.
These guys should be
I mean-
winning literally everything.
I mean, they didn't make it open qualifier and they lost an NSG tier 3 tournament. So
Yeah, no, they're D,
They're
for
D.
sure.
I mean, but
They
like
are
their
also-
players are not.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, I mean it's the same with Cloud9. It's just like you have players.
I don't think it's the
that-
same.
I mean, all right, my
But
bad.
I do think, like you said, the players. I just don't know what's happening with that team.
Envy, S tier.
Yes. KCP.
us against us in like a losers bracket match, and then A against everyone else.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I mean, am I wrong though?
KCP.
It's like the
I think
first
they're
time.
C.
Honestly,
They're not
don't
as
know.
good as like the B tier, but they're definitely better than the
Yeah.
4 D tier teams.
I think they're C.
What do you think about Rise then? In the same,
No, they're B.
why are they?
Because they beat C9, and they also, I feel like the games that they're playing, they just beat FaZe pretty convincingly. And I feel like
Yeah, but-
when I watch them play, it's a lot different. You wouldn't get it.
all right,
Renegades,
D.
They gotta be D. They cut Chuck.
Rise,
Sentinels, S, of
S.
course.
S, yeah, S for Sentinels.
Sonics.
The
Sonics,
Astralis of
D,
Valorant.
D,
D?
D.
T1, they've been looking nice this qualifier.
Yeah, they've been doing decent.
I put them on par with
they could-
Genji.
Yeah.
Genji.
I think TSM
Well, if
goes
we're gonna
in
Genji.
take
there.
like if we're gonna take like historic results as well, though, like they've only done
I'm just
well,
doing
like,
That was a
Form.
different roster though. I'm talking about like
I'm talking about right now in form, what I'm seeing right now.
what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
except for OKC
OKC.
or whatever. The,
Oklahoma.
City.
Kansas City
We're not talking about
Pioneers.
NBA, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Oklahoma City. Thunder.
OKPC. Whatever.
KCP? No, because I feel like that's a different.
They're an upcoming team.
Yeah, they're
I feel like
upcoming.
T1,
Like, if I-
their core has been around long enough, but like now we're just seeing
And
like
same
the
with the Rise
fits, how they're
core.
doing, you know.
I feel like the Rise core has been a thing for a while, like with Calypso. Before they had Calypso, but now they have Superman.
They're doing much better without
All right,
Calypso.
all right.
You can say that, but
So
we,
one's A then.
yeah, it's A.
Yeah. TSM,
A or high B? I think A though.
I'd say on a good day they'd be A, bad day like C.
V1. This one's hard.
I'd say B.
I'd say C.
I'd say
I think it's B.
They don't even have a stable roster.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't seen them play with the.
Probably B, if not C.
Didn't they play with Zelsis as qualifier?
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
they
he
didn't
came
like
back.
again,
make it.
they only had like 2 weeks.
He came back and like they had limited practice.
They tried to
No, he
practice
was
with
practicing
him.
with
Yeah.
him.
Like,
Never mind.
Remember?
Before the,
Yeah.
our first open, they wanted to play with him.
We scrimmed and they wanted
With
to play with him
KO.
because they thought there would be 3 open qualifiers,
Right.
but then it turned out there was 2, so then they got a stand-in.
I put him in B, I think.
I think B, because I just still don't know what their roster is capable of.
On LAN and above S tier. I think they're A. I don't think they're as good as the 2 teams.
I'll give them S right now, but
I mean,
if you
we're
want
D.
I'll say
and
A. They've
they
had
did
one
beat
good
Sentinels
tournament.
once, though.
They
Yeah,
did?
they
They've
beat
had
Sentinels
one good
quick
tournament so
Alright, never
far.
mind. Alright, put him in S.
If they can push Sentinels, then they're S tier, right?
I mean, they're definitely A. We're not arguing about anything below that. I think S though, for right now.
For right now.
Sure.
Any last-second changes?
Honestly,
All these teams are so inconsistent.
I would only have 2 categories if I was gonna
hard
make
to
it,
even,
but
What would the 2 categories be?
good and bad.
Good and bad.
But this works, I think.
I mean, yeah. There's just a lot of inconsistencies. I feel like the only consistent teams are the S ones at the moment, and even then, like XSET hasn't been consistent, like Challenger finals. It's kind of like,
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Every other match they have a different 5th.
Yeah, it's
Half
also
these
like
teams.
Cloud9, you know, they get 3rd in like the Challenger finals, and then don't make it out of open, and then V1, they make it to Iceland, and then like, yeah.
Outside of NA, if you had to think about some of like the better international teams like TL and whatnot, like where would you kind of place them?
We have no idea where we would put the other international teams. We have not played them, and I feel like it'd be a disgrace to rate them because I don't know like what the styles would be like, how they are.
Make it. After Berlin, we'll do an international.
Yeah, like international teams that we haven't even played. We'll just put them in there. Thank you for watching the Valorant roster team do a tier list of all the teams. Sorry if we insulted your favorite team. If we rated your team highly, write down in the comments, I guess. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.